Restart the recording. I want to make a button for that, but I haven't done it yet. And then I have to get in the habit of actually pushing it. 9HQ. You did play this level. I added some neutrals. Oh, okay. So I played like a whip. Now it's done, or now it's whipped more whipped in. More kind of whipped into it, but not done yet. The Most Innocent Spiny Trolls, version 5. Oh, one of my lights turned off. That's why the fucking green screen looks like shit. I didn't even notice. There we go. One of my buttons turns off one of the lights. Doot, 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 doot. Remember seeing this somewhere? You probably remember seeing it here. I don't. Yeah. Oh, wait, nope. I remember breaking this repeatedly because I went too fast and didn't understand. Oh, I could see somebody not having a good idea of exactly what went wrong there. I mean, you can die and you'll get to take another look at it. Yeah, I think they'll put it together. They're respawning right in the same room, too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I see the indicator where we're supposed to stop there. I think you'll figure it out. There isn't enough room for you to be confused for long. It's not like you can miss that core step and then not understand the next 10 thing. Okay, we want to actually damage goes through there and not do that. Setups like that can be real precarious if there's a lot of other stuff going on in the room, and that has to be the first thing you do, but it doesn't ruin anything else. When you can't proceed past it, when the only choice is the right choice, that makes it a lot easier to deal with stuff that esports could be confusing like that. Oh, yeah, this was... I remember this. Oh, yeah, I remember there were some really weird Spiny setups in it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get speed trapped there a lot. Yeah, I feel like if your absolute goal is to make Carl suffer, then you want... Do I just hit it? I do just hit it, okay. Then you want to have a relationship there. I'm gonna... Did I cheese something there, or was that fine? I think I was just supposed to try and land on it. My concern here, though, is that... Oh, I can't get back up there. Is that trying to land on the left side of it without the thwomp hitting you is dangerous. I probably was supposed to trigger the thwomp first on the way over, now that the guy was attached. But that didn't look right. Oh, yeah, I remember. And he got me. Yeah, you wanna get to the point where you're skilled enough that you are definitely graduated to the point where you can, I assume, send a level code to the keepers. There's
Got him!
Yes, you did. Somebody who Carl talks to, who like takes suggestions, probably Box or somebody else in the bandwagon Discord. Okay, bye mushroom. Oh, I need the mushroom too. Okay. Next. And then when you get to that point, that's when you're allowed to do a coordinated upload of something I don't really want to play. But even then, like, okay, let's say that's your goal, and then do the getting over it, the horrible fucking getting over it levels that there's one of them for GDQ last year. I never remember the guy who makes them. I did the exact same thing again. Which are horrible and extremely frustrating, but in a way that's satisfying. But that's an almost impossible thing to hone in on too, is like How do you make something that's designed to be frustrating? Am I supposed to actually try to go through this way to not trigger that? That seems so finicky. Oh, yeah, probably Tempest Funk. I think that's correct. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, it's not that finicky. And now it'll fall down. Oh, okay. Can I take damage? No, I can't. Oh, I remember this too. This, yeah, this is clever. Some other people like that too. Yeah, you can't tell that that's there at all. That's one of those setups that's insanely simple, but it does its job. This is the weird one. This is the weird one. And then we're supposed to touch it on the side. Yeah, unfortunately, I remember enough of this because it was weird enough. Yeah, that'll happen. I don't remember how long ago I played it, but usually if it's been a couple of weeks, or especially if it's been a couple of months, I'll have forgotten basically everything. But if the setup's weird enough... It has to just be a go fast setup, right? Good. Good catch. Good call out. Even if you stare at it, the only conclusion you're going to draw is I have to hit it and then get moving immediately. I feel like that's pretty much the only choice. There we go. Remove all hats. I thought they would fall off better, and that was disappointing. Oh, hey, does this weirdo wake up if we ignore him for long enough? No, he doesn't. That is so weird. So he's in like a broken flipped state. This ball of hair looked like a spider. He's in this like busted flipped state. He doesn't wake up. Oh, weird. Yeah, he's basically just upside down then, I guess, huh? Very weird. I did not need to touch anything. Just had to go over there. I remember that because it was really weird too. Oh, I forgot that though. Swamp setup does that. Okay, we go in the hole. Oops. I remember that too. I remember thinking like, hey, can you make this any less janky? I don't know if the platform added more or if I thought maybe add wings on the platform or something. But so far we've only really screwed it up once. Yeah, it definitely seems like we're getting in there better, but I don't know if that's because I remember it or what. Oh, I wasn't. Oh, I was supposed to wear it, but I wasn't supposed to let it kill the other one. That's a pretty good setup. Yeah, I don't remember if the platform was there, but it does seem like that is making it easier for me to get in there. So I don't know if I was doing it badly last time. Oh, I definitely needed it on my head. Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't stop and think for long enough, but I just wanted to make sure I don't kill something. Got him. I see the Z. I ignored the Z. And I forgot about the mushroom again. But yeah, the rambling rant that I didn't finish before is that it's really, really, really hard. There are a million people who try to make getting over it style levels and only up style levels. It's almost universally terrible. But like Tempest Funk does really great stuff, and there was still some feedback. There were some changes from the demo, the early versions of the level that we played for GDQ and the one that got played at GDQ. And some revisions and everything. But that was designed to be frustrating. It was honed into something that was supposed to be doable, but difficult. And it still ended up being too tough for extremely skilled Mario Maker people. Like, even people who are super fucking good at it aren't gonna... Okay, there we go. Aren't gonna hit it out of the park every single time. But it was still relatively entertaining. Remember at all what this fucking mess is. But it is very spooky. That's what it is. It's a big mess that makes me play it cautiously enough that it's really hard to call out a cautious player effectively. In a way that works really well. That works very well. Oh my god, I keep forgetting the mushroom. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard to design something with the goal of frustrating a specific person or specific community, specific type of people, and hit that goal effectively while being entertaining. It's very, very hard to make a good troll level that isn't frustrating if your goal isn't to make it frustrating. If your goal is to make it frustrating, that is a fucking tightrope of a single goddamn thread you're walking on. Player does want to hold right. And why? God, do we want to hold why? Okay, so he just hits a P-switch. That's all he does there. And then he is able to pass through and open the rest of the way. What do you mean? I got the mushroom you gave me. You gave this to me. I'm not gonna proceed when you tell me no mushroom immediately after giving me a mushroom. So I think you need to put the mushroom in this area so that it's almost impossible for the player, right? Let me grab my scribbler here. If the mushroom is here and then moves along the floor here, it's gonna be almost impossible for the player to jump over it, but they're gonna feel like they fucked it up and they're gonna proceed forward anyway. With the mushroom, with you dropping on the mushroom, I feel like a lot of people are gonna stop here and be like, you can't tell me that. And they're gonna stop and stay put because they already fucked it rather than feeling like they were already given it rather than they made a mistake or they failed to jump over it. But I feel like even though it would feel tight and bullshitty, you'd definitely be able to you'd feel like maybe you could jump over it. And are more likely to proceed, I think. I don't know. Esports. Fuck off. Oh, come on, come on. Trigger the fireball. It saves me. Wow. What are we doing here? There's a lot happening. There it is. There's my dig at home. We found a lot of different ways to put a spike in me. Spike to the butt and the face. Okay, proceed. And then do this twice. Unless you're used to it. Is anybody ever used to it? Like, I feel like even if that's what you're into, you still need to work up to it. You don't just start there with something the size of, I guess, pretty much a traffic cone. Yeah, pretty much a traffic cone. Just here? Yeah, just wait here and then we get it. And then we can go. I feel like I can go. I can go. Yeah, cool. Yeah, low density, relatively short length, which I like in general. Even if your target isn't short, I like the relatively approachable density of each room like that. I think that's a really nice way to present generally, but a really nice way to present even when you're more experienced, so your target is more experienced role player type people. It's nice to not feel overwhelmed. It's nice to not feel like there's too much in the room for you to glean information from, because then you have a lot of opportunity to think about everything that you're seeing and make the wrong choice and feel like an asshole. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, there were a couple of things that we looked at here and there. Let me look at the, I have lost so many buttons in pulling things up that I forgot. Let me pull up the viewer here. I think we covered everything as we got to it, and I don't think there was anything to work back to as far as the layout went. And a good deal of... We definitely remembered some of it. There were some really unique setups that that I very distinctly remembered, which doesn't speak badly of the level, but it does mean it's harder for me to feel even remotely like I'm a little blind looking at it. Esports. Who are these for? Yeah, this felt a little janky, but we didn't have any trouble getting in there. We really only fucked it up like once or twice, which I think definitely falls into the, you know, good enough category. But if you are still seeing people struggle there, of course, you could potentially add wings onto the platform. And I would definitely pay attention to that just in case people are struggling there. This we didn't struggle with too bad. Yeah, it was definitely easy to make the wrong choice and feel like it was my fault, which is what you want. Oh yeah, the mushroom here we talked about, I think, pretty good, but I would definitely find a better way to make the player feel like they have to try to jump over it quickly. And then feel like they should continue forward with it. Oh, maybe something that would encourage the player to give it a shot anyway and assume you're lying is if we did like brick blocks here, but you just put coins in them. That could work. That could give you enough for the player to get the mushroom and be like, you're probably lying, and then they'll see the spike down there. I don't know exactly what the right call is, but I definitely feel like you want to do something a little differently here so that the player, because if you just shove the mushroom into the player like that, not even like you drop it onto the player from the top, but the player just gets the mushroom with no alternative, the player is going to just try to come through. Oh yeah, you could do something with spikes that seems like the player can drop it, but they can't get to the spikes. Yeah, definitely could work really well too. But just something else a little different there, so that the player, because I'm gonna freeze when you give me something and then tell me not to get it. I'm gonna be like, well, what the fuck, and then I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna get the spike. Yep. And this you're gonna fall into, but it's the last thing. You don't have too far to go. You had a pretty funny setup for how you killed the player. So you know, there's no real opportunity for improvement there. Yeah, good for a little short thing. I like that. Okay.